from the internet for some reason. I know you're probably your feed disconnected, but if you can refresh your page you're on, it'll come up with a new feed, and you can get on it that way. So if you're listening at home and someone says, hey, the broadcast cut out, or text you like that, you can tell them, if you refresh it, there's going to be a new feed on there. You just have to click on it, and you can listen live that way. I don't know why it did that. We have our internet here. We've had good signal the whole game, but for some reason it cut out, and we're back on. Where are we at? We're back on now.
Where are we at? The Twilight Zone.
Yeah, we're at the Twilight Zone. That's exactly right.
Twilight Zone, and I see Mulder and Scully from the X-Files starting to walk in. So,
and here comes Medina Valley out on the field for the second half. And we're ready to get the second half back underway here. Medina Valley going to get this ball to start the second half, trailing 20-14. Uvalde yet to emerge. They're at the tunnel there. They've got a old school paper to run through like everybody used to do.
That used to be one of the highlights of the pregame, to see what the cheerleaders wrote on the run through.
Yeah, because they used to make it every week, and then after a while it got to be a Velcro thing where they had the same thing every week.
That was no fun.
No, because like you said, the cheerleaders would put something on it, they'd make it.
A little clever saying about the team you were playing.
Absolutely. And it was like that all around football. You looked at what the other team did, what you did, and then it got to be a little more commercialized where they all have their own tunnel and their own little entrance like some of the college and pro teams do.
Well, and it, used to be different.
Absolutely.
It's just like we talk about the band and the cheerleaders and things like that. It's all different. I can remember, sitting in the stands and just watching the atmosphere, and what always amazed me, and it's not even part of the cheerleading or anything no more, was the twirlers.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Panthers used to have some really, really good twirlers, from Sherry Carter to Jan Patterson to Libby Shearhart to Ann Dukas. I mean, just to see them throw two of them up and catch them behind their back, that's not easy to do.
They had
and that's a limit. Where did that go?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And I remember one of the things when I was in like 4th and 5th grade, when I was in the intermediate school in Lacoste, on Fridays they sold little ribbons that were about that long that you pinned to yourself. And they always said something about the team. Like I know when they played Hondo, it said, "We don't give a hoot about the Owls." And they had little sayings on them. They were like $2, and you bought them every week.
And you wore them every week?
Yeah, you wore them every week.
I mean, where did that go?
Yeah. And so we're ready to get the second half started here.
We couldn't wait to see what the ribbon said.
Right, and what color they were that week, whether they were black, white, or orange. And the left-footed kicker puts his foot into it. It's going to be fielded. Actually, they're going to let it bounce into the end zone for a touchback. And that's one way to get some good field position.
Better field position on a kickoff that the Panthers have had, and a punt.
Yeah, absolutely. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line to start this drive for the Panthers. And so Medina Valley trailing by 6 here to start the third quarter. They have the football.
Explain this to me. How can time run off the clock when there was no run back?
Well, I think what happened, the only thing I can think of is that the ball bounced in play, and when the fielder grabbed it,
it was in the end zone.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't take up for him.
Out of the shotgun march as they move left to right. Pardo goes in motion. They're going to hand the ball to Gibson up the middle, bust through the line of scrimmage up to the 40, and he's brought down around the 41-yard line. A good burst that time. A 16-yard pickup on first down by Gibson, and it's 1st and 10 Medina Valley.
Christian Rivera on the stop, but a big hole there for Gibson to run through.
So the Panthers come out 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line. They'll come out of the gun. 3 wide receivers spread out to the right. Pardo's the slot. Doyen by himself out to the left. They'll send Pardo in motion again. They'll give it to Gibson again, right up the gut with room to run across midfield. And he's taken down around the Uvalde 47-yard line. A first down run for Gibson, another 11 yards, 1st and 10 Panthers.
That was Rivera once again with a touchdown, maybe not a touchdown, but a yardage-saving play there. Medina Valley looking to get some chunk plays here to start the second half.
That's exactly right here. First down and 10.
Vogel brings the play off from the sidelines.
Ball spot at the Uvalde 47-yard line. Panthers out of the gun, split backs this time, 2 wide out left. Marsh from the gun takes the snap, gives it to Pardo, and he breaks through the line of scrimmage here. A flag comes in late. Pardo gets wrestled down after a gain of about 4, but you're probably going to have a hold here on the Panthers.
Well, and the wide receiver outside, he put his arms up in the air. He did not touch the cornerback, and he's going to get flagged for that play.
I don't think that's who they flagged. I think they flagged one of the tackles there on the end of the line. And it is holding against Medina Valley. That play right there, that's the first time we kind of seen there was a misdirection play that they gave back to Pardo. A lane opened up for him, but the holding call nonetheless is going to move the Panthers back. It's going to be first down, and it looks like it's going to be a spot foul, so it's going to be 1st and 18.
So nullified a positive play there by Pardo.
Absolutely, and this will be 1st and 10 for the 1st and 18 for the Panthers. Ball back to their own territory at the 45. Out of the shotgun, Marsh gives it to Gibson right up the middle, and he's only going to get a couple of yards. Gets up to the 46-yard line. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 16 for the Panthers.
Mahik De La Cruz on the stop. Big defensive tackle for Uvalde.
2nd down, 16 upcoming as Garza brings the play in from the sideline. 10-11 to play, 3rd quarter. Opening drive of the 2nd half for Medina Valley. Panthers will send 2 wide to each side of the formation here. Medina Valley moving left to right. Gibson is the lone back. Pardo is slotted out to the left. Takes that snap, looking to throw. With some time, Marsh drops it out in the flat to Gibson. Gibson up to the 45, down across the 40, close to a 1st down. We'll see where they spot him.
Lowers his head and just runs over Christian Rivera.
And he's going to get the 1st down. He needed 16 and got 17 yards there on the pass and catch to Gibson out in the flat. 1st and 10 Medina Valley in Uvalde territory down to the 36-yard line. Was that Ledesma on that catch? No.
He's in there for
he's
Wesley.
in there for Pardo.
Wesley come off limping on that play where we got the flag thrown.
3 wide receivers out to the left here. Takes that snap, gives it to Gibson, makes the first man miss, but not the 2nd and 3rd, but he manages to fall forward for a yard, maybe 2 on the play.
Jesse Robles on the stop, but that was disrupted in the backfield by number 75, got at Gibson's feet.
2-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and 8 upcoming.
And Wesley come off a little gingerly there on that penalty play, so Ledesma is in there now, number 25 in his spot.
Slotted out to the left. 4 wide here for the Panthers. Gibson in the backfield on 2nd and 8. Takes the snap, looking to throw. With some time now rolling out to the left. He's going to try to tuck it down and run it himself. He's going to get across the 30. It looked like a little late out there on the far sideline, on the Uvalde sideline. Nothing thrown there. Only picks up about 3 or 4 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and looks like 4.
Going to give him a little bit more than it looked like. So
yeah. Gets it down to about the 30-yard line.
I'm not sure which Coyote run him out of bounds. It looked like it was number 33 out there, Martinez.
Yeah, 3rd down and about 5 to go. Panthers from the gun, 4 wide, 3 out right. Ball spotted on the far hash. Marsh takes a snap. Gives it to Gibson. Gibson trying to get to the outside, cuts it up the field. He's got the 1st down and more across the 20, down to about the 16-yard line where he's brought down. 1st down for the Panthers, and a good hard run by Gibson to pick up the 1st down.
That was the senior linebacker, Williman, but not before Gibson gets to the corners. Gets the 1st down.
First and 10 for the Panthers here. Ball spotted at the 16-yard line with 8:19 to play in the 3rd quarter. Panthers send 4 wide. Now they send Ledesma in motion. Hands it to Gibson up the gut. Breaks through the line of scrimmage down to the 10-yard line, breaking a couple of tackles. Going to pick up around 7 yards there, looks like.
Robles once again on the stop. But it's pretty much been a James Gibson drive here.
Yeah, they give him 6 yards. It'll bring up 2nd down and 4. Ball, nose of the ball just inside the 10-yard line. They can still pick up a 1st down around the 6. Good drive here by the Panthers, eating time off the clock and moving the football. Split backs here this time. Ledesma and Gibson takes a snap. Marsh to throw, fires it toward the end zone, goes up, makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Medina Valley.
Great job by Doyen going over the top of number 33 and pulls it away for the touchdown. Got his feet in bounds. Good throw and a better catch.
A 10-yard touchdown pass from Marsh to Doyen. And Medina Valley's tied the ball game 20-20. An extra point can put them in front here. And Sandoval on to try to tack it on.
Marty doing the holding. Marty doing the snap and Clendenin the hold.
Right-footed kicker gets his foot into it, puts it up, and he drills it through. So with 7:25 to go here in the third quarter, your new score, Medina Valley 21, Uvalde 20. And the Panthers doing exactly what Maury and I talked about them doing at the halftime break, driving the ball downfield, eating up some clock, 7:25 to go. And now that defense of Medina Valley is going to have to go out there and find a way to clog up that Uvalde offense that had some success toward the end of the first half.
The offense is set shop here for the defense here in the second half. Grabbed the lead by a point. Now the defense needs to stiffen up here, wreak some havoc on the Coyotes here in the second half. Another kickoff sponsored by Royce Grove All Company and Valley Marts Incorporated. Patronize these sponsors because without them broadcast is not possible.
Yeah, absolutely right. And Panthers ready to boot it away. Sandoval has it teed up on the 40-yard line. And you'll have Martinez and Carroll back deep to receive. Sandoval ready. He'll boot it away. A high end over and kick. It's going to be taken by Carroll at the 5-yard line. Starts up to the 10, 15, looking for some room, shuts it the other way, up to the 20, 25, 30. Busts through the line. He's in a foot race now across midfield down to the 45, and he's pushed out of bounds. There he is again, starting on his own 10-yard line on the near side of the field here, ends up on the far side. About a 60-yard return there for Carroll, and Uvalde's going to have great field position to start this drive after Medina Valley took the lead.
Medina running him out of bounds, but he got to the corner, and Medina Valley special teams here. The kickoff allows another big return. Positive side of the field already for Uvalde.
Yeah, absolutely. Out of the shotgun here, Davila, 4 wide receivers. They hand it to Martinez right away, trying to bounce it outside. Gets up across the 45, 40. Breaks a couple of tackles, and he's going to be close to a first down.
Ferguson and Snyder on the stop, but once again, he got to the edge.
Yeah, and that's what he does. He starts up the middle. When he sees it's clogged, he just gradually bounces his way outside till he finds a little bit of running room, and he gets a first down. 1st and 10 for the Coyotes. Ball at the Medina Valley 37-yard line. 6:46 to go third quarter. Out of the gun, Davila with 3 wide, takes the snap, looking to throw, fires it deep down the right side of the field, and he overthrows everybody out of bounds.
And they put a lick on the quarterback.
Yeah, absolutely. Davila got his bell rung that time right when he let that ball go.
That's what you need to do.
And they came at him from the blind side. He didn't see that coming.
Make him know you're coming after him.
2nd down and 10 upcoming here for the Coyotes.
Good coverage down the field by the Panthers secondary.
Out of the shotgun, they'll have 4 wide. Carroll will be slotted out to the left side of the formation. Martinez, the lone back, takes the snap, hands it Martinez, looking for some running room up the middle, and this time he swarmed over. Good job by that Panther front, not letting him get outside. Picks up 1 yard. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Zach Hecker and Snyder getting up from the bottom of the pile.
And this is probably 4-down territory here for Uvalde in Medina Valley territory at the Panther 36. 3rd down, 9 upcoming here. The Coyotes come to the line of scrimmage. They'll go with 4 wide. Martinez, the lone back. Carroll wide out to the right. Takes the snap, looking to throw. Sets up, fires it deep towards Carroll. Down the field, goes up. Did he bring it in? He's still bobbling it. He couldn't catch the football. That ball was in his hands at the top right there. He was fighting for it with another Panther defender, and he run into the end zone, still bobbling it, and somehow it managed to fall to the turf for an incompletion.
Tanner Bippert and Dawson Grove had coverage, and I think when he was trying to bring it in, Dawson Grove got his hand in between him and knocked it out of his hands. That was almost a tremendous catch by number 81.
Absolutely, very fortunate for the Panthers.
But a better defensive play, knocking the ball free and not allowing him to bring the ball down.
And that'll bring up 4th down and 9.
Do they dare go for it?
Yeah,
here?
Absolutely, they're going to go for it. On the Panther 36, out of the shotgun, Davila takes a snap. He wants to throw. Looking to throw, rolling out right. Now he's going to tuck it down and run. He's going to get the first down, I believe. He's going to be very close, but I think he got it.
It's going to be right on the mark.
No, I think he's they're spotting him a couple of yards past. He needed to get
I don't know, Jared.
He needed to get to the 27.
No, our coaches are looking, and I don't think he's got it.
It's going to be very, very close.
It's going to depend on where they spot him out of bounds.
It looks like they're going to measure here. Will you actually get a call here in a good spot down here in this stadium?
Wow.
And they do first down Medina Valley. Looks like now they're going to pull it out. They changed the down marker to 1.
Well, but
they're going to go out and they're going to measure it.
I'm looking at the mark on the ball where the official has it on that side.
I think it's a first down.
And I think they're going to have a first down by about half a football.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Just looking through the binoculars.
Just not going to get the spot they needed, I don't think, here, but we'll see when they pull the chains tight. But I think he's going to have it. Yep, he got it by the whole football.
Yep.
So Uvalde manages to pick up a first down. They needed 9 yards and managed to get 9.5.
Let the quarterback get out of containment.
Had pressure on him, flushed him out to the far side, and he just managed to run upfield. And because all of his receivers ran routes downfield, it cleared out that side of the defense. 5:41 to go here in the third. 21-20 Medina Valley. First down for the Coyotes. Ball at the 27-yard line of Medina Valley. Panther defense trying to come up big here and keep their team in front. Out of the gun, Davila. Martinez is lone back. 4 wide, 3-man bunch out to the left. Takes the snap. Hands it Martinez. Trying to get outside. He's got a little bit of room to run. Hurdles a guy, and he's taken down around the 13-yard line, looks like.
Taylor Weir on the stop for Medina Valley along with Tyler Mangum.
And I said 13, make that about the 23-yard line, rather. It's going to be about a 2 or 3 yard gain here. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 7. Out of the gun. 4 wide. Davila looking to throw. Drops back, fires out right, incomplete. And if he'd have thrown that on the money, had a Panther defender right there to make that interception.
Tyler Mangum was right there.
And he overthrew everybody. It'll bring up 3rd down and 7.
4 down territory.
Oh, absolutely. And both kickers have a decent leg. They could, potentially have a field goal try here. Ball at the 24-yard line of Medina Valley. It'll be a 41-yard attempt if they don't move the ball, if they tried the field goal. Out of the shotgun, Davila. 4 wide receivers, takes his snap. Rolling out right, looking to throw. Sets his feet. Now he's got to come back to the other side. Panthers flushing him out. He's going to throw against the grain. He's got a man wide open in the end zone. Touchdown, Uvalde. Number 14, I believe, on the reception for the Coyotes. That's going to be Frank Alvarez, who was wide open in the back corner of the end zone. Davila rolled out right, and the Panther defense went with him. When he came back the other way, the defense forgot about him in the back of the end zone.
Yeah,
Uvalde with the touchdown.
That was just busted coverage because there wasn't a Panther within 20 yards of number 14.
26-21, your score now, pending the extra point. And Carnes has come on to try to tack it on. Number 2, Davila, the holder. Left-footed kicker. Kick is up, and it goes right through. So with 4:58 to play in the third quarter, your score, Uvalde 27, Medina Valley 21. And so Medina Valley, who thought they had him stopped on 4th down, Uvalde needed 9 yards, got 9.5. And then, they on a 3rd down and long right there, they managed to pick up the touchdown on the pass and catch from Davila to Alvarez, and they go back in front, and this is one of those ball games where it might go back and forth here in who's going to blink first. Fortunately for the Panthers, they got that ball first to start that half, and they can keep going back on top here. You got to score again, give it to your defense, and say, let's stop somebody now.
Yeah, another kickoff, and this kickoff once again is sponsored by Royce Grove Oil Company and Valley Marts Incorporated. See if they decide to kick this one out of the end zone or try to set up a coverage on the return.
Yeah, Malik, left-footed kicker, will get ready to put his foot into it here for the Coyotes. You got Mangum, Haney, and Bippert back deep to receive for the Panthers. Left-footed kicker ready to go. Puts his foot into it. It's an end-over-end kick that's going to be fielded at the 3. Fumbles it, picks it up at the 6. Trying to get down the sideline. He's going to get covered up before he gets to the 15-yard line, and not good field position for the Panthers. Looks like it'll be 1st and 10 from around the 14, 15-yard line. That's twice we've seen Medina Valley muff that kickoff.
They're going to mark it right on the 15, so the Panthers 85 yards away here. Try to put up the go-ahead score.
4:50 to go here in the third quarter. The Panther offense back out on the field. Had a very good drive on that opening possession. A 75-yard drive capped off with a 10-yard touchdown pass from Marsh to Doyen. Out of the shotgun here, they send a man in motion. Gives it to Gibson up the middle. He plows forward for couple of yards on the play. Gets down up to the 16, 17-yard line.
Robles on the stop for Uvalde.
1 yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Uvalde looking like they're selling out again, trying to stop that run of Gibson as he slashed through them on that opening possession for a lot of yards. 2nd and 9 upcoming here. 3 wide out for the Panthers. Split backs for Medina Valley. Marsh takes the snap, looking to throw up play action. Sets up, fires it deep down the middle towards Haney. He hauls it in at the 43, up to the 45, 50. Breaking tackles, hauling guys with him down into Uvalde territory to the 42-yard line. What a play by Braden Haney. He's made a few of them tonight.
What a catch in traffic. Yeah. Number 11 was all over him. Looked like he was going to get the ball away from him. Rivera. And Haney just wrestles that ball away.
And then dragged him 10 yards down the field.
That was a great catch in traffic. A great throw by Charlie Marsh.
Down to the 42-yard line, 1st and 10, Medina Valley, 42 of Uvalde. 3 wide out right. Doyen out to the left. Takes that snap. Marsh keeps it himself up the middle, across the 40, down near the 36-yard line. Picks up about 7 yards on the play.
Williman on the stop for Uvalde.
Actually, they'll only give him 4 yards on that carry. They actually spot him at the 37-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd down and 5.
What a catch in traffic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Just ran right down the seam right there, and he had the position inside of Rivera and made that catch. Out of the gun here, 3 wide out right, 1 to the left. They'll send the man in motion. And a flag going to fly in here, and that's going to be against Medina Valley.
False start against Medina Valley. It's going to move it back 5. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
One of the things I noticed here, kind of odd, is James Gibson's wearing number 42, not number 45. I noticed that earlier, and I was sitting here going, well, where is he? But that's him in the ball game. 2:55 to go third quarter, 2nd down and 10. Takes the snap, Marsh looking to throw. With some time now, he's flushed out of the pocket, reverses field the other way, and he's sacked back at the 45-yard line.
You've got to throw that ball away.
Yeah.
You've got to get rid of it. You cannot take that sack right there.
Takes a 15-yard loss on the sack. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 25.
Wow.
3rd and 23 will be the spot. Ball at the 45-yard line of Medina Valley.
De La Cruz with the sack for the Coyotes.
You set up the screen to Haney here again, see if you can get a lot of yards on third down. 3rd and 23. Marsh takes the snap. Shuffle pass up to Gibson. Breaks through the line, up across the 50, 45, 40, and he's tripped up around the original line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down and about 8 yards.
Ryan De La Cruz with a first down saving tackle.
And
if he don't catch him from behind, Gibson gets the first down.
Yeah, because he dove at him and just swiped his feet out from under and made him trip.
Makes it a little bit more manageable on 4th down.
Yeah, ball at the 40-yard line, 4th down, 8 to go. We'll see if the Panthers want to go for it here in Uvalde territory as Garza will bring the play in from the sideline, and it looks like the Panthers will go for it. 2:03 and counting to go here in the 3rd quarter. Panthers trail 27-21. Out of the gun, Gibson the lone back. 3 wide out right and a timeout taken by Coach Crisp, his first of the half. He wants to talk this over on 4th down, make sure he's got the right play called here because the Panthers have faced this before and they managed to get a touchdown out of it. And I got to give Coach Crisp a lot of credit. He's come up with some creative plays here, a couple of screens, a shuffle pass right there to get Gibson in some space. We'll see what he comes up with here on 4th and 8.
Timeout sponsored by?
Peerless Equipment here in the second half. And so the Panthers.
And, Jared, it looks like the Panthers are going to be without Wesley Pardo here for the remainder of the game as he is on the table with ice on his ankle. He come off gingerly after he ran the ball, but it was called back because of a holding penalty. But he is getting iced down. It does not look like Wesley Pardo will return for the Panthers for the rest of this ball game. That's a big blow.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Panthers come out here on 4th down and 8. Ball spotted at the Uvalde 40-yard line. Minute 52 to go, 3rd quarter. Panthers trailing 27-21. Gibson the lone back, Marsh out of the gun. 3 wide out right. Doyen by himself out to the left side. They play him right up on the line of scrimmage. Marsh, he's going to run it himself. Out to the left side, puts his head down. Flags come in everywhere. It looks like he was going to be about a yard shy of the first down, but we'll see what the flags are on in the vicinity of holding.
Well, they may decline it because it's going to be a turnover on downs.
Yeah, absolutely. He's close. It looks like he's about a yard shy of the first down.
Of a first.
At least where the line judge was standing. Now, he's moved away from where the ball's ball, but it looks like they spot him on the 33-yard line. I think he needed to get to about the 32.
They're going to measure, but
I think he's about a yard shy here.
He's going to be short.
Yeah, the ball on the far side of the field over there is they'll have to take the chains across. The penalty is a hold against the Panthers. So if he's short here, they'll decline it. If he gets it, they're going to take the penalty and redo 4th down.
Another flag on the Panthers. There has yet to be a flag thrown
against Uvalde.
No,
tonight. Uvalde hasn't had a penalty yet in the ball game.
And it's been at the opportunistic time that there's been a flag on the field against Medina Valley.
And they are short by about a yard. Full yard short of the first down. Turnover on downs as they will decline the holding penalty. And now that Panther defense has to step up for Medina Valley here as Uvalde's done a good job moving the ball offensively, but the defense has to step up and keep this a one-score ball game.
Absolutely.
Minute 47 to go here in the 3rd. My goodness, like Maury said, not a single penalty, almost through 3 quarters of play, not a single penalty against Uvalde, and there have been some that could have been called that have not. So they'll come straight to the line.
And it's the time of the ball game, a time of the action that have been against Medina Valley that's really hurt.
Davila to throw, fires it deep downfield towards Carroll, and he overthrows everybody. Good coverage that time by Bippert downfield. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Bippert running stride for stride with Carroll.
And Carroll about 2 or 3 inches taller than Bippert down there. A lot of size on Carroll. He's one of those players you could throw it up to and hope he can go up and make a play. But Bippert doing a good job covering him. 2nd and 10 upcoming. Uvalde from the gun going right to left. 4 wide receivers, 2 on each side. Takes that snap, hands it to Martinez up the middle, and he gets up to about the 35-yard line. Gain of maybe 3 or 4 on the play. We'll see where they spot him there. A gain of 3. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 7 here for the Coyotes.
Jared Marty and Taylor Weir on the stop for Medina Valley.
Nose of the ball just at the 30. 3rd and 7 upcoming.
Big 3rd down here for the Panther defense.
Davila out of the gun. Martinez is lone back. They go 3 wide out right, which is the short side of the field. Takes a snap, looking to throw with time. There was a hold all day, missed it. Steps up through the line, and he's going to get taken down short of the 1st down. He's short of the 40-yard line, needed to get to about the 42. He's spotted at the 30, looks like the 38-yard line.
Grant Snyder on the stop.
It'll be 4th down and 4. And, I mean,
Wow,
they missed a hold right there on the end.
A lot of jersey on J.J. Marty. It was unbelievable. They nearly undressed him there, and he still didn't get the call.
Yep. What did Medina Valley have to do to get a flag in this ball game? To get a penalty against Uvalde. And they're going to punt it away. Carroll back deep to return, or Carroll back deep to punt, actually. Bippert back deep to return for the Panthers. Takes the snap, and he's going to run it himself out to the right side. He's got a 1st down on the fake and more across midfield, up to the 40, 45, down the sideline, and he steps out of bounds. Down around the 30-yard line of Medina Valley. That was a straight fake run out to the right side, and it worked for them, and they flip. They get downfield down to about the 30-yard line. We'll see where they spot him out of bounds. I don't see a linesman anywhere. Actually, they spot him out of bounds at the 40-yard line, which was a lot farther back than where I thought he went out of bounds, but he was on that far sideline. 1st and 10 from the Panther 40 with 15 seconds to go in the 3rd.
Coyotes pulling out all the strings tonight here against Medina Valley.
On 4th down in their own territory, they fake the punt on 4th and 4, and they pick it up and then some. Out of the gun, Davila hands the ball. Martinez coming to the left side, cuts it, trying to cut back, now still coming out here, throws a stiff arm, and he gets ridden out of bounds. Still throwing the stiff arm, trying to talk to some of the Panther players on this near sideline here. And he picks up about, we'll see where they spot him with the football here. Looks like around the 37-yard line, a 3-yard gain. It'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Devin Stubing running him out of bounds, but that'll take us to the 4th.
That'll end the 3rd quarter of play. Your score after 3, Uvalde 27, Medina Valley 21. You're listening to Panther Football, brought to you by North Park Chevrolet, and we will continue here in just a moment.
This is MVBN, the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Headed out to the game? Then make a stop at your local Valley Mart convenience store. With 12 area locations, Valley Mart is always right around the corner. Fuel yourself and your vehicle with quality branded gas and diesel, snacks, and fountain drinks. Always convenient, well lit with clean restrooms. Valley Mart, family owned and operated since 1984. And a proud supporter of Medina Valley athletics and area youth sports for over 30 years.
Welcome back here to the Honey Bowl. As we go to the 4th quarter, Medina Valley trailing 27-21. 2nd down and 6 upcoming here for the Coyotes as we flip sides of the field. Uvalde now moving left to right here. Coyotes will come out in the shotgun. Martinez the lone back. Carroll will be slotted out to the left when we go ahead and get started. And now they're looking over something. The referee's talking about something.
I think they're trying to get where the line of scrimmage should be, which doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, no, I didn't think.
I didn't think they got that much on 1st down.
I thought
they only got 2 yards, and they got him marked for a 5-yard gain.
Wow.
That's what I saw. Now they're moving him back a little bit, but not much.
2nd down, 6 upcoming. Out of the gun, Davila. Panthers show blitz, takes a snap. Gives it to Martinez, coming out to the near side here, trying to stretch it out, throws a stiff arm, cuts it up the field, breaks a tackle to the 30, down to the 28-yard line. He's going to have a 1st down. Probably should have had him in the backfield there. He made a stiff arm. Panthers missed a tackle.
Tyler Mangum had him in the backfield, stiff arm into the ground, and they got a 1st down on the play. Should have been a loss of yards.
1st down and 10 here. Ball down to the 26-yard line. Davila from the gun again. Martinez is his lone back. Panther front trying to step up here. Takes a snap, looking to throw. With time now, he's flushed out of the pocket. Coming near side. Fires on the run. Complete on the near sideline. Pushed out of bounds. That's number 8 for the Coyotes on the reception. Tanner Bowman picks up about 7 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 3.
Taylor Weir forces him out of bounds. But after the fake punt, Uvalde has the ball moving here. Inside the red zone.
Out of the shotgun. 4 wide receivers, takes that snap. Looking to throw. With time, now he steps up, and he's going to fire it out in the flat, and that's going to be incomplete. Threw it behind Martinez, and it's a good thing he did, because if he caught that, he had a lot of room to run.
He had a lot of room, possibly all the way.
Yeah. So 3rd down and 3 upcoming here for Uvalde. As they'll get the play in from the sideline here. 3rd down, 3 to go. Uvalde probably in 4-down territory here.
And, you know, the quarterback, he had a chance to run for the 1st down, too, because there was nobody out there.
Yeah, and he saw Martinez and tried to flip it to him and fortunately threw it behind him. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Davila looking to run. Keeps it himself up the middle. 1st down and more. Down to the 10. Cuts it down, slides down at the 5-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal from the 5 for Uvalde.
Panthers just have no answer. Davila's doing everything with his feet.
Yep.
And they had him again pressured in the backfield. He broke containment. Ran it all the way down to the 5.
1st and goal. And the thing is here, if you stop them, a field goal puts them up by 9 if they can convert that. Out of the gun, Davila. 3 wide out left, 1 to the right side here. Takes the snap, rolling out, looking to throw. Fires it on the run, and he overthrows his receiver on the far side of the end zone. Incomplete. It'll bring up 2nd and goal from the 5.
Got Davila again once again out in space. Tried to hit his man in the corner of the end zone and just overthrew it. Panthers with good coverage on the play out there.
Second and goal for Uvalde as they come to the line of scrimmage here. 10:28 to play in the ball game. Uvalde leading 27-21, trying to take a 2-score lead against the Panthers. Out of the gun, rolling left and he throws it. He's going to just float this one out there, and that's going to fall incomplete. Kind of overthrew him. I don't think he'd have come down in bounds with it anyway. It'll bring up 3rd down and goal.
Grant Snyder coming in and putting pressure on the quarterback, took him to the ground as soon as he threw it. You've got to atone for number 2 here, Jared. You've got to keep him in the pocket.
Did the clock even run? Wasn't it at 10:23 before that play?
I wasn't watching.
Oh, I don't think it ran at all. Out of the shotgun, Davila. They'll come to the line of scrimmage here. 9 seconds on the play clock as they get their play in. Martinez, the lone back. 4 wide, 2 on each side here for the Coyotes. Takes that snap, hands it Martinez up the middle, breaks a tackle into the end zone, touchdown. Uvalde had him in the backfield, broke a couple of tackles, and he punches it in. And Uvalde up by 2 scores here with 10:17 to go. 33-21 your score at the moment.
Now let's see if Uvalde will kick the extra point or go for it, and they have the kicking team out there for the extra point.
Trying to make it 34-21. Left-footed kicker Carnes ready to try to boot it through. Takes the snap, puts the kick up, and he drills it through. So with 10:17 to go in the ball game, your new score is Uvalde 34, Medina Valley 21. And the Panthers now, you got to put up 2 scores against them here, and you got to play defense somewhere in between. So, I mean, you're running out of time, down 2 scores. We've seen the offense be able to move the ball. Unfortunately, they weren't able to finish that last drive off, but they're going to have to come up big here now for Medina Valley.
Yeah, you got to score on every possession now here from here on out, and you're going to have to come up with a defensive stop.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Panthers have.
And they had them stop 4th down, and then the faked punt gets them good field position down the field, picks them up about 25 yards on the fake punt on 4th down, and that keeps their drive alive. And as a defense, that's demoralizing. You know, you think, hey, we got them off the field finally, and then they fake the punt, and you're right back out there.
We've lost a special teams battle big time tonight so far.
And it's hurt. That's been the difference in the ball game.
Absolutely.
Malik ready to boot it away here. See if the Panthers can find some kind of return here against him. You got Bippert, Haney, and Mangum back deep to receive. As Malik runs up, puts his left foot into it. High end-over-end kick that's going to be fielded by Mangum at the 4-yard line. Starts up to the 10. 10-15. Gets to the 20, and he's brought down there, so it'll be 1st and 10 Medina Valley from their own 20-yard line.
Good coverage once again by the Uvalde's kick team. Get him right at the 20.
So it'll be 1st down for the Panthers here. Got to go 80 yards, then get a defensive stop and go the football field again. Down by 13, 34-21 your score. Uvalde leading here at the Honey Bowl. And still without a flag thrown on Uvalde in this football game. Out of the shotgun. Split backs here for the Panthers. 3 wide receivers. Takes the snap. Gives it to Gibson. He's going to throw. Gibson fires it down the field, and he's got a man. Makes the catch at the 45. Flags come in everywhere. What a catch by Haney in traffic. What a throw by James Gibson. We've seen him do that one other time this season.
If that's on the offense, I'm going to erupt.
Yeah. And we'll see what they call this on. This should be defensive pass interference, and they should tack this on to the end of the play. And it looks like it's going to be, but they haven't made the call yet.
Yep.
And it is pass interference against Uvalde.
So we'll take the play and get it right there. If not, it would be a 15-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line of Uvalde. 10:06 to go. Takes the snap, hands it to Gibson this time, up the middle, and he's going to push forward for about 5 yards before he's brought down. Looks like they'll spot him at the 36, 4-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 6 for the Panthers.
Robles getting up from the bottom of the pile for Uvalde.
How about Gibson throwing the football there? That was a good throw by James Gibson. And an even better catch by Haney in traffic again. He's made a couple of good plays in this ball game. Out of the gun. 2 wide here for the Panthers. Takes that snap, looking to throw. Marsh fires it over the middle. Doyen makes the catch at the 20. 15, he's brought down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal, Medina Valley. A flag flies in after the play. I think they're going to get unsportsmanlike against Uvalde.
Martinez on the stop there. Knocks Doyen down inside the 10. Let's see what the flag is.
It would be 1st and goal from around the 8-yard line, but we'll see what the flag is after the play. Came in very, very late. There were 3 Uvalde players right there around Doyen.
And I didn't see Mason doing anything but getting up off the play and handing the ball to the official.
We'll see what the call is. They're going to wave the flag off.
Well, then why throw it?
No flag on the play, so it'll be 1st and goal for the Panthers.
You had to throw it for a reason.
From the 8, yeah, exactly. Yeah, because he threw it in. It's not like he just dropped it out of his pocket. So 1st and goal here for Medina Valley. 9:25 to go in the ball game. Down 34-21. Takes the snap. Gibson with it. Up the middle, and he gets his legs taken out from under him. A 2-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 6.
Yeah, he was submarined there by Ryan Dela Cruz. Took the legs out from under him before the big back could get his momentum going.
We'll come out in the shotgun again here. 2nd down, 6 to go. 3 wide out to the right. That's the short side of the field. Doyen by himself to the left. Marsh takes the snap. Going to keep it himself toward the end zone. He bowls his way in. Touchdown, Medina Valley. Charlie Marsh with a 6-yard touchdown run on the quarterback keeper. Makes it 34-27 with 8:45 to play. And Sandoval will come on to try to tack on the extra point.
So big
drive right there that didn't take much time off the clock. So Sandoval ready to put the extra point up. A high snap. Clendenin gets it down. His kick is up, and it is good.
Great job by the holder, Clendenin, getting that snap down and good job by the kicker giving him time to get it there.
So with 8:45 to go in the ball game, your new score, Uvalde 34, Medina Valley 28. Maury.
That should fire your defense up.
Yeah, now it's your defense's turn. Your offense is doing what it needs to. Your defense has got to come up with a stop. They haven't been able to do that yet in this half.
You got to cover this kickoff a lot better than we've been.
Yeah, you can't give them starting field position at the 40-yard line or midfield or in plus territory.
Which was the result of the last one.
Yep. And so Sandoval will get ready to kick it off. We'll see what the Panthers attempt to do here.
And it's been the same strategy every time by the Uvalde return team, getting wide. You've got to keep your gaps. You've got to keep your lanes. You need to turn everything back to the middle of the field.
Yeah, you're exactly right. You got to contain Martinez and contain Davila. You
force them to the middle or get the yardage outside.
And one thing I haven't seen, Davila, we talked about them probably putting a spy on him. Haven't seen that yet in the ball game. So we'll see if they come with that here in this possession. Sandoval ready to boot it away. And they're going to just high kick. It's going to be fair caught. Now, I thought he made the fair catch signal, but he caught it at the 30, tried to advance it up to the 35-yard line, and that's where they'll take over possession, 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line of Uvalde. 8:39 to go. So that's one way to keep it out of the hands of Carroll and Martinez. 65 yards, they need to go.
Still pretty good starting field position.
Yeah, it absolutely is, but Medina Valley's defense has got to come up with a big stop here or a turnover or something. Davila out of the gun. Martinez the lone back. Carroll slotted out to the right side. They have 4 wide in all. Moving left to right with 8:39 to go. They give it Martinez up the middle, and he is swarmed over and dropped for a loss of a yard. It'll bring up 2nd down and 11.
Zach Hecker right there in the middle of the line for the Panthers.
Give him a 2-yard loss, actually, back to the 33-yard line, and it'll bring up 2nd and 12, actually, for Uvalde. Good play that time in there by that Panther front line. Davila out of the gun. 4 wide again, takes the snap, fakes the throw. They swing it out into the flat. That's a fumble. That's a fumble, and it goes out of bounds. He threw it behind his man.
That was a backwards pass.
Absolutely.
And they're marking it where it went out of bounds.
Yeah, absolutely, back to the 30-yard line. And the thing is when they threw it behind his intended receiver. It was a backwards pass. And now they're saying –
no, they're marking it back where it went out of bounds.
Back to the 30-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 14.
You've got to hold them right here.
This down marker guy's been off all night. He's been a down off all night long. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd.
Yeah, it's 3rd and 14. Taking the snap, looking to throw. Davila steps up. He's going to run with a little bit of room, but he gets taken down at the 37-yard line. He's going to be about 7 yards shy of the 1st down. 4th down here for the Coyotes.
Grant Snyder making sure he doesn't get the yardage there. Now, make sure they punt the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to watch for that. And Uvalde will bring their punting unit out, but with Carroll being the punter and Davila is one of the up men.
I wouldn't even put anybody back.
No, and Bippert's going to go back, but you got to make sure you contain him here.
You got to be sure to snap from the up man, too, because he's the running back.
So 4th down here. Takes the snap, Carroll, and he is going to boot it away. A low line drive kick it's going to bounce, and Bippert's going to move away from it, and it's going to be down at the 20-yard line. So the Panthers had to go 80 yards on their last possession. They'll have to go 80 yards here with 7:05 to go, trailing 34-28, but your defense got you the stop it needed.
Yes, it did. A big first play stop by Zach Hecker, and then a pass thrown back behind the receiver. And then Grant Snyder on the quarterback, just a quarterback draw up the middle to try to get yardage. Grant Snyder made sure he didn't get to the sticks needed. Got plenty of time.
Yeah, absolutely. And 2 timeouts remaining for the Panthers, but that shouldn't come into play yet in the ball game. Out of the shotgun, Marsh. He'll have 4 wide in all, 2 on each side. Takes the snap, gives it to Gibson on a little misdirection, and he gets through the 25. Keeps his feet up to the 30, and he's going to be right at the 1st down marker. We'll see where they spot him.
He was tripped up by Valdez. Oh, and they're going to say he hit a knee a little further back.
Looks like they'll spot him about 2 yards shy. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 2. You know, he put his hand down there and tried to crawl his way.
I think they're going to say his knee hit before he got to the yardage needed. But a good run on 1st down.
Out of the shotgun again, 4 wide, 2 on each side. Gibson, the lone back once again, 6:27 and counting. Gives it to Gibson. Actually, Marsh keeps it right side. He's got a 1st down and more. Up across the 40, 45, 50. Down the sideline in a foot race. Across the 30, down to the 25, and he's brought down inside the 20.
Number 12 with a touchdown-saving tackle. But they say Charlie Marsh ain't fast. He was out running them down the sidelines.
Absolutely that time, and he will be spotted at the, looks like the 17-yard line.
Reimer with a touchdown-saving tackle.
6:15 to go in the ball game. Medina Valley 1st and 10 from the Uvalde 17.
And something new there. Snyder looked like he was going to go in on the offensive
and
side.
we've seen him do that in one game this season.
The lead blocker
Against Bernie. Out of the gun here, 3 wide out to the right. That's the short side of the field. They give it to Gibson trying to get the corner. Cuts it up the field down to the 15, inside the 15. We'll see where they spot him. It's going to bring up 2nd down and around 5 or 6 yards depending on the spot.
De La Cruz on the stop there for Uvalde. But we'll give him 4 on 1st down.
2nd down and 6 to go.
A long 4 to give him on 1st down.
Yeah, absolutely. Out of the gun. They'll send 3 wide out to the left here. Doyen by himself to the right. Marsh from the gun takes the snap, and they're going to get Medina Valley for a false start.
Gibson was in motion before the ball was snapped.
Just a little bit too eager right there to get going. And that's going to move it back. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10.
That was going to be a straight run up the middle by Charlie Marsh. Gibson was going to be the lead blocker, and he just lunged forward just a little bit prematurely before the snap. Now
and here's Snyder's coming in the ball game here on offense.
Garrison Garza bringing in the play from the sidelines. 2nd and 10.
Well, if Snyder's in the ball game, you wonder if they're just going to run this ball, and he's going to set up as a split back with Gibson. 3 wide, takes the snap. They're going to hand it to Snyder up the middle, and he's going to push forward for a couple of yards. Gets inside the 15 to the 14-yard line, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 8, 3rd and 7.
Robles on the stop, where you have a Uvalde player down.
Yeah, and he's looked like he's getting up as the injured player's up, but because they came on the field, he's going to have to leave for a play.
But it's going to bring up a big
3rd down.
3rd down here.
6-point lead here for the Coyotes with 5:17 to go in the ball game. Medina Valley with a 3rd and 7 upcoming, and a split backfield here. Snyder out of the ball game. 2 wide right, 1 to the left. Takes the snap. Marsh to throw, sets up, he gets hit, throws on the run, almost picked off. It falls incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down and 7. And so 4th and 7 upcoming here with 5:12 to go. Marsh lucky he got rid of that when he did, because a lot of pressure coming from the backside. And the Panthers are going to go for it here on 4th down. They've converted one of these already.
This is the big play right here.
Empty backfield. 4 wide, 3 to the left. Gibson is Gibson the lone back. Takes the snap, looking to throw Marsh. They're going to dump off a screen. It's batted down at the line of scrimmage. Never found his man. Turnover on downs, and Uvalde will take over with 5:06 to go. And now your defense got to step up for you one more time. Big play by the Uvalde defenders right there. I mean, Marsh threw it right into the coming defenders with his hands up.
Well, you had 3rd down and 6, and you were pounding the ball up the middle, getting some yardage on the ground, and the Panthers chose to throw two plays in a row, and Uvalde was right there.
So your defense has to come up big here. Uvalde takes over 1st and 10 from just inside their own 15-yard line. Still a lot of time left in the ball game, but Medina Valley's got to get another stop. Davila out of the gun, and now you want to.
There's a flag or something's.
No,
back
that's
here.
one of the Panthers. It's
Is
like a towel or something. Takes the snap, hands it to Martinez, coming to the left side, and he's taken down right away. Good play by the Panther defense. Only gets a yard on the play.
Joe Tarvin and Grant Snyder on the stop.
Actually, looks like he lost a yard on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 11.
Come on, start the game clock.
4:41 to play.
What do they? It should go as soon as the play is over with, you start the play clock. You don't let the game clock run 5 or 6 seconds off before you start the other.
4 wide here for Uvalde. Out of the gun, Davila takes a snap. He's rolling out to the left, looking to throw. He's got Carroll wide open. Ball was tipped at the line, but he makes the reception. Carroll trying to spin away, and he's brought down right after the catch. Only picks up about 3 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 7 yards here, 3rd and about 8.
And Carroll's slow getting up, and now he's back on his back.
Yeah, and he's slow getting up here, and
he got turned backwards there on that tackle.
Well, and he's a very shifty. He tries to spin around a lot to spin his way out of trouble. And he's down, and
Panthers shoring up the tackling there. No missed tackles on these last 2 offensive possessions for Uvalde.
And with the hurt player, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break and come back. You're listening to Panther Football, and we'll continue here in just a moment.
Garner Abstract and Land Company, the title company with professional service and a personal touch. Garner services real estate transactions, buying, selling, and construction loans for commercial and residential. They specialize in land development and farm and ranch. Garner, offering a commitment to professionalism, confidentiality, and personal service combined with the latest technology. Garner Abstract and Land Company will work to earn your trust. Garner Abstract and Land Company, 830-346-1367.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
For Medina Valley, the state of Texas, America, and
space, the final frontier.
This is the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Welcome back here to the Honey Bowl on 3rd down and 9. Uvalde.
Biggest 3rd down so far of the ball game.
Looking to convert here, and Carroll out of the ball game. Takes that snap, looking to throw. Davila fires on a screenplay over the middle, and it's eaten up in the short of the 1st down at the 20-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 3 yards.
Joe Tarvin on the stop for Medina Valley.
And a big tackle there by Tarvin from behind there to keep him short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down. It's 4th and 4, 3:45 and counting here. The Panthers with all 3 of their timeouts yet remaining. And we'll see what they do here because Carroll is their punter. And he left the ball game with that injury, so we'll see what they go with here.
Make sure they punt the ball.
Absolutely. It's number 8 is going to be the punter. That's going to be Tanner Bowman. He's one of the wide receivers. And they're going to huddle up here on 4th down and 4. And actually Martinez is going to be the punter. Now a timeout taken by Uvalde, I believe. Or who took the timeout?
That was Uvalde.
They never signaled. We'll see what. No, they take it. Medina Valley took the timeout. They take one off the board for them, so they'll have 2 remaining.
Okay.
On 4th and 4, and I think what they wanted to see was who was going to be the punter. And you know, you got to expect the fake here because if they get a first down here, they can almost run the clock up, make you eat your 2 timeouts that are remaining left, and with a 1st down, eat the clock up.
Would take a pretty bold move to go for it here.
Absolutely, because if you don't get it,
4th and 4 on your own 20.
Yeah, because if you don't get it, you're putting yourself in bad field position, and an extra point would lose you the ball game if the Panthers could score and put one through. So Martinez will be the punter.
You got to be aware of that.
And Bowman is the up man. They're both, one's a wide receiver, one's a running back. And they send Rivera wide out here to the right. Nobody back deep for the Panthers. Trying to draw Medina Valley offside, takes a high snap, and Martinez boots it away. With nobody back deep, we'll see what kind of bounce it takes. Takes a little bit of a Uvalde bounce and will roll dead at the 40-yard line of Medina Valley. So the Panthers will have it 1st and 10 from the 40 with 3:03 to go. 2 timeouts remaining. They need to go 60 yards to get it in the end zone.
You don't have to panic. You don't have to go for it all in one shot here.
No, absolutely not. So the Panther offense comes out here down by 6. Playing for basically some of their season here. Out of the shotgun. 3 wide out left. Gibson, the lone back, takes a snap, hands it to Gibson. Got some room to run across the 40 up near midfield. Looks like they'll spot him about a yard short of the first down at the 49-yard line. 2nd and 1 upcoming.
Valdez with a shoestring tackle. Gibson had a head of steam. Valdez just got him enough to trip him up right before the 50.
Panthers back to the line, 2:42 and counting. 3 wide out right. Gibson, the lone back once again. We'll see if they give it to him for the first down. They do, up the middle. 1st down and more. Across the 45, down to about the 43-yard line. Good hard run by Gibson. Another 9-yard pickup.
Dragging tacklers with him.
2:31 to go. They'll stop the clock to move the chains as you're in Uvalde territory now.
Williman on the stop along with Robles for Uvalde.
And they start that clock before the ball was even set down.
It wasn't the opposite time.
No. Out of the gun, 3 wide to the left. Doyen wide out right. Takes the snap. Marsh going to keep it himself, and he's going to be tackled in the backfield for a loss. Loses about 3 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 13, and now the time's ticking on you here. 2:07 and counting.
Valdez once again for Uvalde on the stop.
So the Panthers switching things up here. They'll go 4 wide, 2 on each side of the formation here. Gibson, the lone back, 1:54 and counting. 2nd and 13 here. Takes the snap. Marsh to throw. Fires it. Complete. Doyen at the 40. Tries to break a tackle, and he's brought down. The clock will continue to run. It's going to be 3rd down and about 7 here for the Panthers.
Martinez on the stop for Uvalde.
A 6-yard pickup here, and it's 3rd and 7. 1:30 and counting to go. 2 timeouts remaining. Panthers have to get in the end zone. Out of the gun. Marsh takes the snap. Looking to throw. Sets up with time. Now he sets up. Fires deep towards Doyen. Goes up through his hands. Incomplete. Had it in his hands. It went right through him, and it'll be 4th down and 7. He would have had it inside the 10-yard line. The clock stops at 1:18, but you got 4th down and 7. This is the ball game right here.
This is the ball game right here.
From the Uvalde 40. And a timeout taken by Medina Valley. They want to talk it over and get the right play called here. Settle down the troops here with 1:18 to go, facing 4th down and 7 at the Uvalde 40-yard line, trailing 34-28. And this play is the ball game right here.
Timeout sponsored by
Peerless Equipment Company. And
what
a ball game. I mean, this game's had just about everything here. And unfortunately, Doyen just couldn't haul that ball in. He had it, a good throw by Marsh. He was double covered, but somehow got both hands on it and just unable to reel that football in. Would have had it 1st and goal inside the 10-yard line.
Biggest play of the season coming up here
absolutely.
For the Panthers.
On 4th down here, and we'll see.
This has a lot of playoff implications. I know we got 3 games left, but this is a big one.
This is a huge one. So the Panthers come to the line of scrimmage here. They'll empty the backfield here. Gibson's going to be wide out, or going to be slotted out to the right. 5 wide here for Marsh. 4th and 7. Takes the snap. Looking to throw. Under pressure. Now he's going to keep it and run it himself, and he's going to turn it upfield. He's going to be right at the marker. That should have been a horse collar.
He's going to have the first down.
He's going to be right there. We'll see where they spot him. They should have it.
He's got it.
What a play by Marsh. And they do get the first down. He got just to the marker. It looked like he was going to lose the foot race, and somehow he managed to get there. First down, Medina Valley with 1:10 to go.
And it stops the clock as he gets out of bounds.
First down 10 from the 32 of Uvalde. 3 wide out left. Gibson the lone back. Doyen all alone out to the right. Minute 10 to go. Takes the snap. Gibson up the middle. Breaks through the line. Up to the 25, and he's taken down around the 24-yard line. Picks up 6 yards, but you got to get to the line of scrimmage now as that clock's ticking under a minute.
They're laying on top of him. De La Cruz won't let Gibson up. Now he finally does. De La Cruz on the tackle for Uvalde.
53 and counting. 2nd down and 3 upcoming. From the 25, Marsh to throw, fires, complete Doyen, 1st down, and he steps out of bounds, but he gets the 1st down at around the 20-yard line. 45 seconds to go, and the clock stops as Doyen steps out of bounds.
Valdez on the coverage there for, actually that was Martinez for Uvalde.
Panthers to the line. 20 yards to go in 45 seconds. They got a punch in the end zone. Out of the gun, they got 4 wide. 3 out to the left of the formation here. Ball on the left hash as they move right to left. Marsh rolling right, looking to throw. Sets up, fires toward the end zone, and he's over. Did he catch it? We'll see what the touchdown, Medina Valley, as he hauls it in the corner of the end zone. What a throw by Charlie Marsh. He's standing here with his hands on his head. He can't believe it. And the Panthers have tied it up at 34 with 37 seconds to go. And an extra point could put you in front here if Sandoval can put it in.
Haney with a tremendous catch out there.
And Haney has caught some amazing balls in this game, and he comes up with the biggest one of them all right there. And here's Sandoval to tack on the extra point. Takes the snap, gets the kick up, and he drills it straight through with 37 seconds left. Your score, Medina Valley 35, Uvalde 34, and now you still have work to do.
Cover the punt.
You still have work to do here.
You still have to cover the kickoff. What a throw. What a catch. I didn't know if Haney was going to bring it down in play. He got his foot down. The officials right on top of it saw it the whole way. Wow.
And that was one of those, it was on the far side of the field, as far away from us as it could possibly be here. So we couldn't tell if he came down in bounds or not. And for a minute there, it looked like he was going to overthrow him, and he wasn't going to come down with it. And somehow he got his foot down in bounds with the football.
And your quarterback, Charlie Marsh, on a big 4th down run, 4th and 7, gets 7.5.
Oh, my goodness.
Keeps the drive alive for the Panthers, and a great throw and a great catch.
Yep.
Hey, it's not over with.
No, because and I think you pop up the kick here again like they did last time.
I don't. I say you kick it deep. You got to cover.
No, you cannot give Carroll and Martinez a chance to return this at all.
I kick it deep.
I don't think that's the smart thing to do, but we'll see what they try to do here.
Don't give them any yardage. Kick it out of the end zone.
37.4 to go here.
Looks like he's going to try a directional kick here.
Yeah, he is. He's going to pop it up, and that is exactly what they do. Pops it up to the 30, makes the catch, and he's tackled at the 33-yard line right there, and I like that. The clock runs to 33 seconds to go, and here at Uvalde it says 33.5. Could it come down to a .5 here in football? That shouldn't be.
No, Nathan Weibman on the coverage there for Medina Valley.
But in this stadium, that could come into play.
You got to keep everybody in front of you. You got to contain the quarterback and don't let him
And the thing is
out.
their kickers have legs. You can't give them a chance for the field goal. Their kickers do have legs that can kick field goals.
See if we can get a turnover right here and end this ball game.
33 to go. 35-34 Panther lead. 1st and 10 Uvalde from their own 32-yard line. Davila out of the gun. Takes the snap, looking to throw. With some time, he just floats it out to Martinez. Makes the catch, makes a man miss. Still on his feet. Up to the 30, 35, shifty. Finally brought down at the 40. Short of the 1st down, and the clock runs.
Why stop it?
Why did they stop the
Why are you stopping? Uvalde called a timeout.
That's their last. That's their last timeout with 20 seconds to go. They're out.
No,
they're out.
But what I'm getting at is
they should be out.
No, what I'm getting at is this guy wasn't even looking for the timeout. He was stopping the clock before they even signaled timeout.
No, you're absolutely right. And so the board shows that Uvalde should have a timeout left. They should be out. I believe they used two timeouts already in this ball game in the second half.
But still, you had number 21 bottled up for no gain, and he avoided 4 tacklers and still got 9 yards on the play. I'm not sure how good a kicker they are, but you need to hold them right here and not even let them attempt.
And see, that's the thing is I believe they should be out of timeouts, but the board shows 1, so it's one of those, what are they going to do here? So it's 2nd down and 1. The ball's at the 40-yard line. 20 seconds to go. 40-yard line of Uvalde. Panthers got to keep everything in front of them and not give them a chance for a field goal attempt at the end of this ball game. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Davila under pressure, throws deep down the middle of the field, goes up, batted in the air, picked off by Medina Valley. That's Mangum with the interception, and that's going to be the ball game. Tyler Mangum with a big interception. He comes through. He turned the ball over in the first half on the kickoff, and he gets the interception and the turnover to seal the ball game. Redemption for Mangum at the end of the ball game, and all they have to do is put a knee down, and the Panthers are going to escape the Honey Bowl with a win.
And it was coverage downfield. They tipped the ball before that. Mangum come down with the interception. That should do it. All you do is need to get under center, and you got that favorite formation. Yep. What do you call it?
The victory formation.
The victory formation, baby. What a game.
Absolutely. And so the Panthers in the victor's formation. Marsh under center. Puts his knee down, and that is going to do it. As the clock ticks down with 5 seconds left. And that will end the ball game. The clock shows all zeros. Your final score from the Honey Bowl: Medina Valley 35, Uvalde 34. This ball game had everything, and the big thing in the end is the Panthers get the win. They showed a lot of guts and a lot of determination in this ball game to get it. They were tested down to the wire, and you escaped this stadium with a victory.
What did we say the whole week? You never know what happens when you come to Uvalde, and it was a game for the ages right there, Jared. I'll tell you what, the Panthers showed a lot of grit in that second half, erasing a 2-score deficit in the last 6 minutes to come up with this victory. The big interception to end the ball game, but how clutch of plays by your quarterback in that last drive, and how big a catch was Haney's catch in the end zone. And number 18 made some plays out there tonight. And we may mention him later on in the program.
Absolutely, here. But keep in mind is your defense that got shredded apart a little bit at the end of that first half and at the start of the second half comes through with 2 huge stops for you when you needed it the most. This defense bent a lot. They broke some early in the ball game. They did not break at the end of the ball game when it counted the most. And your defense got you the ball back down 2 scores. They made it possible, and the offense managed to cap it off here.
Well, and
how about the defense ending the ball game?
Well, and how special was it? We finally get a first turnover of the ball game, and it's the one that means the ball game because puts an end to the ball game for Uvalde. But, let's give credit where credit is due. You came here to Uvalde, and you can say all you want, but Medina Valley was favored in this ball game and favored more than 2 touchdowns. And to come away here with a win shows what kind of guts the Uvalde Coyotes had for Medina Valley tonight. And as we mentioned, every time you come to Uvalde and play them in the Honey Bowl, it's a different ball game. Uvalde is just totally different. They're a different beast when you get them here at home.
You're exactly right, Maury. And we're going to take a break, and then we'll come back with the post-game and the player of the game. And to wrap things up, you're listening to Panther Football, brought to you by North Park Chevrolet, and we'll continue here in just a moment.
This is MVBN, the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Truck Month is back at North Park Chevrolet, San Antonio's highest-rated Chevrolet dealership, where you'll get upfront posted pricing with no surprise dealer add-ons. Like on the 2020 Colorado Crew Cab B6, posted at $25,995, plus 3.63% financing for 75 months. Or the all-new 2020 Silverado Texas Edition, posted at only $29,999, or lease for just $330 a month with 0 down. Plus, get a no-charge spray-in bed liner and window tint. With deals like these, it's easy to see why more people are buying from North Park Chevrolet than ever before. Find new roads and experience Chevrolet, the North Parkway, a proud member of the Kalig Auto Group, and a J.D. Power 2019 Dealer of Excellence for the customer sales experience. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com. Highest rated dealer based on sales volume and customer satisfaction. Call 210-640-3184 for full price details. For J.D. Power 2019 DOE information, visit jdpower.com/DOE.
Garner Abstract and Land Company, the title company with professional service and a personal touch. Garner services real estate transactions, buying, selling, and construction loans for commercial and residential. They specialize in land development and farm and ranch. Garner, offering a commitment to professionalism, confidentiality, and personal service combined with the latest technology. Garner Abstract and Land Company will work to earn your trust. Garner Abstract and Land Company, 830-346-1367.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community 80 years ago, and for 80 years we've delivered safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to be a part of this community and continue to serve beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, giving back to libraries, hosting safety presentations, and so much more. We belong to this community and are honored to do so. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or at medinaec.org.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
The Medina Valley Broadcast Network. We lead, they follow. This is the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Welcome back here to the Honey Bowl. An exciting finish to this ball game. Medina Valley wins this ball game 35-34 is your final, and this game had a little bit of everything in it just about here. And it was a 20-14 ball game. Uvalde led this game at halftime. Medina Valley came out and put the opening drive, took it all the way down the field, took it 65 yards downfield, or 75 yards downfield rather, punched it in the end zone, made it 21-20, and Uvalde answered right back, put up 7 points of their own. The Panthers were not able to move the ball, got turned away on fourth down. And Uvalde able to move downfield, went up 2 scores in this game, but there was still about 10 minutes left. Panthers on their next drive took it downfield 80 yards, punched it in the end zone on a Charlie Marsh quarterback keeper, cut it to a 6-point ball game. Then,
well, but what you failed to mention, after Uvalde scored and took the lead again, they kicked off and Medina Valley turned the ball over on them, and they had an 18-yard field to go up.
Well, that was in the first half. The Mangum fumble was in the first half when they went up 20-7.
Okay.
Yeah, no, but you're right, though. They did turn the ball over on downs, though, turned it over and gave them about a 60-yard field to work with, and they managed to take it downfield and score. And then the Panthers took it down, went 80 yards. Marsh put it in the end zone. The defense got you your stop you needed. Panthers got the ball back, and they got turned away on 4th down and 7. With about 7 minutes left in the ball game, Uvalde managed to eat some clock down to about 3 minutes, but the Panther defense stood strong once again. Uvalde had to punt it away. The Panthers got the ball back at the 20-yard line. No, actually at the 40-yard line. With 3:03 to go, they had 4th down and 7 to go. They emptied the backfield. Charlie Marsh, with his legs, rolls out to the near side of the field, tucks it under, and somehow he got to the first down marker. It did not look like he was going to get there at first, but he fought his way, stretched the ball out, got the first down, kept the drive going, and then Marsh hooks up with Haney on the 4 corner of the end zone. It was an amazing pass by Marsh.
It was a couple of decent runs by Gibson, moving the chains
a little bit. And then you get the big pass. It was a great pass by Marsh, but what a catch by Haney to somehow run under that ball. He's in full stride, caught the ball, got his foot down inbounds, kept it as he fell out of bounds, kept possession through the ground. Touchdown Medina Valley, and then the Panthers come up big on defense with 35 seconds left. They don't let Uvalde move downfield to get a field goal attempt. The Panthers come away with a win.
Big time for the first turnover of the ball game for Uvalde. A Tyler Mangum interception ended the game. The Panthers in that favorite formation you could call the victory formation, running out the clock.
Yeah, and
this game had everything, and if you left the stadium or you left the broadcast or your computer or whatever device you were listening on and didn't listen to the end, you missed one heck of a ball game and one heck of a finish for your Medina Valley Panthers.
Yeah, and your post-game show brought to you by Security State Bank. And like you said, Mangum came up with that big interception. Well, he was the player early in the ball game in the first half on the kickoff return. He fumbled the football, gave them the 18-yard field that you mentioned earlier, let Uvalde go up 2 scores at that time, 20-7, and he comes back with his redemption right there with that interception at the end of the ball game to seal the victory for Medina Valley. Yeah, absolutely. And, like we said, you come into this stadium and you never know what to expect. You don't know what you're going to get. We saw a little bit of everything happen here in this ball game. We saw some things go against the Panthers that maybe shouldn't have. We saw some no calls, and we saw some penalties that were a little iffy. We saw some clock run that probably shouldn't, but at the end of the day, you came away with a 1-point victory. You're 2-2 in district play. You get Memorial at home next week, and your quest to still maybe win a district title is still alive.
Yes, it is. And we're just getting flashed a sign at the deal that says lights out in 7 minutes, and we don't want to cut this short, but we have a lot of equipment. We are set up on our home side. We're basically in the dark already, so it's going to take Jared and I time to pack up and make sure we get out of here before the lights out. But, Jared, we got the player of the game.
Yep, player of the game brought to you by Medina Electric. And the player of the game, we're going to give it to 2 players because both of them came up very huge for the Panthers tonight. That's the quarterback, Charlie Marsh, and one of the wide receivers, Braden Haney. Marsh kept that final drive going with his legs and managed to make it to where Medina Valley could keep that drive going. And Braden Haney, how about some of the plays that he made catching the football tonight? He caught a few balls in traffic, and he comes up with the huge reception down there in the corner of the end zone. One of the honorable mentions you got to give tonight, James Gibson. He carried the ball very well, hard workload for the Panthers, and he was able to, some drives, get a couple of plays, 16 yards here, 11 yards there, threw a pass completion for about 30 yards earlier in the ball game. So he did a lot tonight as an honorable mention on the player of the game, brought to you by Medina Electric. But Charlie Marsh and Braden Haney doing an outstanding job for the Panthers here this evening. I'd like to remind everybody that you can join. I think Tuesday night they're going to have a volleyball broadcast. I'm not sure if they are or not. I know they hadn't looked at it, but
just check.
Just check.
Stay with the website and check periodically during the week.
Absolutely, and we'll be live from Sammy's on Wednesday night for our show, Sports for Supper.
It should be a joyous one.
It should be. And then remember to join us next Friday when Memorial comes to Panther Stadium. That will be a home game kickoff at 7:30. We'll be on the air around 7:10, 7:15, right in there for that next home game. But the Panthers get on a winning streak for the first time this year. They've won 2 in a row. Their overall record is now 3-6 on the season. No, 3-4. 3-4 on the season. They can get back to 500 next week against Memorial, and they can get over that hump, to get on the winning side of that record against Alamo Heights the next week. But nonetheless, you had a Memorial team that beat Uvalde. You can't take them lightly either.
Absolutely not.
And so the final score here tonight from the Honey Bowl, Medina Valley 35, Uvalde 34. It was a exciting game right down to the wire, and the Panthers had to come from 13 points down in this ball game to win it in the fourth quarter. They were down 13 with 10:30 to go. They come away with the victory, 35-34. For Maury Stein, I'm Jared Lucky saying good night, God bless, and we will see you next week when Panther football